In the heart of a bustling African city, Amara, a 33-year-old beautiful and fair-skinned woman, ran one of the most successful hair salons in town. With skilled hands and a heart full of passion, she transformed her customers' hair into masterpieces, making her salon the go-to spot for both ordinary women and high-profile clients. Her business thrived because of her warm personality, professional service, and deep understanding of the latest hair trends. Every morning, women from all walks of life lined up at her salon, eager to get their hair done by the best in the business. She employed 3 assistants to help manage the overwhelming demand, but most customers preferred her personal touch. Life was good for Amara until the day her mother, Omalicha, decided to pay her a visit. Amara had not seen her mother in months, so she was overjoyed when Omalicha arrived from their hometown unannounced. Despite her excitement, she knew that her mother could be a handful, loud, opinionated, and often too critical of others. Still, she hoped Omalicha would enjoy the city and perhaps even be proud of her daughter's success. On the first day, Omalicha sat at the corner of the salon, watching everyone with a sharp gaze. She occasionally made remarks about how the young women dressed or how modern girls had lost their manners. Amara noticed the uneasy glances exchanged among her customers but brushed it off. She believed her mother would eventually settle in without causing trouble. The second day of Omalicha's stay marked the beginning of Amara's troubles. As customers arrived, Omalicha took it upon herself to criticize their hairstyles, calling some too loose and others childish. She warned a young lady about inviting evil spirits with artificial hair, embarrassing the poor customer in front of everyone. As if that wasn't enough, she also quarreled with Amara's assistants, complaining about their work and even accusing them of stealing hair products. By noon, the once lively salon had become tense. Amara tried to calm her mother down, but Omalicha was relentless. By the third day, the damage was evident. Amara's loyal customers stopped coming. The few that did arrive made excuses to leave early or asked if Omalicha was still around before booking appointments. Word quickly spread that Amara's salon had become a toxic environment, and soon, the once busy place turned deserted. Amara's heart ached as she watched her business crumble before her eyes. Her assistants sat idly, gossiping about the situation. Some even considered looking for other jobs. Amara tried to talk to her mother about the problem, but Omalicha dismissed her concerns, insisting she was only correcting bad behavior. A week later, Amara's worst fears came true. Her salon had become a ghost town. Not a single customer walked through the door that morning. The rent and bills kept piling up, and her assistants whispered about leaving for good. Unable to hold back any longer, Amara confronted her mother. "Mama, you have chased all my customers away. You've ruined my business," she cried. But Omalicha only scoffed. "If they were truly your customers, they would stay," she replied. Frustrated and heartbroken, Amara knew she had to do something before everything she had built collapsed completely. Swallowing her pride, Amara reached out to her loyal customers. She sent messages apologizing for her mother's behavior, explaining that it was never her intention to make them feel uncomfortable. She also assured them that Omalicha would no longer be interfering with the business. Some customers responded with understanding, but others had already moved on to other salons. Still, Amara refused to give up. She took to social media, posting a heartfelt video explaining her situation and asking her clients to give her another chance. Slowly, people started considering coming back. After 2 weeks of near emptiness, a few brave customers trickled back in. Amara treated them with extra care, offering discounts and free treatments as a token of gratitude. Word spread that things were back to normal, and by the end of the month, business had picked up again. Omalicha watched in silence as the salon came back to life. She could no longer deny that her behavior had nearly destroyed her daughter's hard work. But instead of apologizing, she pretended nothing had happened. One afternoon, a long-time customer confronted Mama Nkechi directly. "Mama, we respect you, but this is Amora's business. If you can't support her, you should go home." The other customers nodded in agreement, their faces firm. For the first time since her arrival, Mama Nkechi was at a loss for words. She realized that not only had she lost her daughter's respect, but she had also embarrassed herself in front of an entire community. With no allies left, she sulked in a corner. That night, Mama Nkechi packed her bags. "I see that you and these city people don't need me," she said bitterly. Amora, though still hurt, chose not to argue. "Mama, I love you, but I can't let you ruin my business," she said firmly. With no other choice, Mama Nkechi left for the village the next morning. As the car drove away, Amora felt a mix of sadness and relief. She loved her mother dearly, but she had learned a valuable lesson: family should support, not destroy. With her mother gone, Amora focused on rebuilding her brand. She introduced new services, held customer appreciation events, and even hired more staff to handle the increasing demand. The salon flourished like never before. Through it all, she remained grateful for the challenge. It had taught her the importance of boundaries and how to stand up for herself. Mama Nkechi eventually sent word from the village, saying she had learned her lesson. Though they still had their differences, Amora hoped that one day, her mother would truly understand the value of respect.